The detective who arrested me is now guarding my life under witness protection. Rain fell hard enough to blur the world. Ari ran anyway. Her lungs burned. Her legs screamed. But none of that mattered. Because the man behind her didn't chase. He never needed to. So, Rowan Hale's voice cut through the rain. Though, certain, it wasn't a command. It was an outcome. Arya slowed. Not because she wanted to, but because something in her knew. He was already there. She turned slowly. Water slid down her face. You took your time, Arya said, forcing a smirk. Rowan stepped into the dim light. His eyes locked onto her. Unblinking. I knew where you'd end up, Rowan replied. That irritated her more than the chase. You always this confident? She asked. He moved closer. Measured steps. No, Rowan said quietly. Just with you. Something about that felt wrong. Too personal. Arya's breath hitched slightly. She masked it quickly. Then do it, she said. Finish it. Rowan didn't hesitate. He grabbed her wrist. Firm. Unavoidable. The cuffs snapped into place. Cold metal. Final. Arya stared ahead. Her voice dropped. You've been waiting for this. A buzz. Then. Yes. Not denial. Not justification. Just truth. And that unsettled her more than anything else. Morning came quietly. Too quietly. Arya sat still in the room. Waiting. The door opened. She didn't look up. She didn't need to. She knew that presence. You're being moved, Rowan said. Her lips curved faintly. Another cage. No. That made her look. Rowan stood there. Same posture. Same control. But something was different. Subtle. Harder. You're under witness protection, Rowan continued. Silence filled the space. Arya blinked once. Why would I need protection? She asked. Rowan's jaw tightened slightly. Because they want you dead. That landed. Billy. And you? She asked. A beat passed. Then. I'm assigned to you. Arya let out a soft, disbelieving laugh. That's sick, she said. Rowan didn't react. Maybe, he replied. But it's necessary. She leaned forward slightly. Eyes sharp. You don't protect things you break. That finally made something shift in him. Slow. Control. I don't lose what I catch, Rowan said. The room went still. And for the first time, that didn't sound like a threat. It sounded like something else. Late afternoon. The car moved through empty roads. No signals. No witnesses. Just distance. Arya stared out the window. But she felt him. Always. Watching. You're different, she said suddenly. Rowan didn't look at her. Oh? You don't look at me like a criminal anymore. A boss. Then? How do I look at you? Rowan asked. That question lingered. Too long? Arya turned slightly. You tell me. Silence stretched between them. Illy. Unspoken. Rowan's grip on the steering wheel tightened. That's not something you want answered, he said quietly. Arya's lips curved faintly. Try me. He didn't, but the tension in the car changed. Thiver. Darker. More dangerous. Night came fast. The cabin stood isolated. Silent. Like it was waiting. Arya stepped inside. Slowly. Taking it in. This is where I disappear, she asked. This is where you live, Rowan corrected. She turned. You? I make sure of it. Their eyes locked. Too long. Too steady. Arya stepped closer. Testing. Pushing. And if I don't want your protection? She asked. Rowan moved at the same time, closing the gap. No. Barely any space between them. You don't get that choice, Rowan said quietly. Her breath slowed, still controlling everything. His voice dropped. Only what matters. Her gaze flickered. Do you? A boss. Then? Yeah. That answer hit differently. Too direct. Too honest. Arya stepped back first. But something had already shifted. Next morning, the air felt tighter. Smaller. Arya reached for the cabinet. Rowan's hand closed over hers. Fast. Firm. Don't, Rowan said. She froze. Her hand trapped beneath his, heat spreading where they touched. I wasn't doing anything, Arya said. Rowan didn't move his hand. That's not true, he replied. Her voice softened slightly. Then what was I doing? His grip tightened just a fraction. Testing me. Silence. Those. Arya didn't pull away. Are you failing? She asked quietly. Rowan's eyes darkened. No, he said. But I'm getting close. Neither of them moved. Not for a few seconds. Not until he let go. Slowly. Deliberately. Like it cost him something. The night stretched long. Too quiet. Arya stepped into the living room. Rowan was there. Of course. Always there. You don't sleep, she said. I don't relax, Rowan replied. She walked closer. So. Measured. Well. He looked at her. Because you're here. That wasn't the answer she expected. Her chest tightened slightly. And that's a problem, she asked. Rowan leaned back slightly, watching her. Carefully. Yes. A boss. Then. You make control difficult. That hit. The Arya stepped even closer now. You don't look like someone who loses control, she said softly. Rowan's voice dropped. You haven't pushed far enough. Her breath caught. Just slightly. Maybe I want to, she whispered. Silence. Dangerous. Unstable. Rowan stood, now towering over her. Close. Too close. Then don't stop halfway, he said quietly. The meaning settled between them. Heavy. Unspoken. Late night. Fire burning low. Shadows moving across the walls. Arya stood still. Rowan watched her, like he was deciding something. You're not going to stop, Arya said softly. No. She stepped closer. This time, no hesitation. Her hand pressed against his chest. Slow. Intentional. His heartbeat was steady. Too steady. Then stop me, she whispered. Rowan's hand wrapped around her wrist. Firm. Holding. Not removing. Their faces inches apart. Her breath brushed his lips. His control. Riveting. Arya, Rowan said quietly. Her voice dropped. Say it. He didn't. Instead, he leaned in. Just enough. Their noses brushed. Their lips. A breath away. Time slowed. Everything narrowed. Her fingers tightened slightly against his shirt. His grip on her wrist deepened. Possessive. Not gentle. Not soft. Something darker. Don't make me cross that line, Rowan said, voice strained. Her answer came barely above a whisper. Then don't stop me. That was it. That was the moment where everything could break. Rowan's restraint snapped. Just for a second. He leaned in. And then he stopped, pulled back sharply, like he'd lost control for too long. "This doesn't happen," Rowan said, his voice rough, unsteady for the first time. Arius stood there, breathing uneven. "Too late," she whispered. And she was right. Next morning, everything was different. But nothing was spoken. Aria moved through the kitchen. Rowan watched her too closely. "You're staring again," she said. "I'm making sure you're safe," Rowan replied. She turned slowly. "That's not what it looks like." He stepped closer. "You don't get to decide what it looks like." Her breath slowed. "And you don't get to decide what it is." A pause. "Then I already did," Rowan said quietly. That sent a chill through her. Not fear. Something else. Something worse. Something that felt like being claimed, without being touched. Chapter 9. The Attack. Gunfire shattered the silence. Chaos broke loose. Rowan moved instantly. Pulled her behind him. Shielding. Always shielding. "Stay behind me," Rowan said. Ari grabbed his arm. "I'm not weak," she said. He looked at her. "No," Rowan replied. "You're mine to protect." That landed. No time to question it. No time to react. Because the fight had already begun. They ran through the woods. Breathless. Arius stumbled. Rowan caught her. Pulled her into him. "Close. Too close." "Do you trust me?" Rowan asked. Her answer came instantly. "Yes." That changed everything. His grip tightened. Not letting go. Not even when he should have. Dawn didn't arrive gently. It tore through the sky. Cold. Gray. Unforgiving. Aria's breath came uneven as she stood behind Rowan. The air smelled like smoke. Gunpowder. Endings. "They're close," Rowan said. His voice was steady. Too steady. Like this was where he belonged. Arius stepped forward. Closer to him. Not behind. Not anymore. "You're not doing this alone," she said. Rowan turned his head slightly. Just enough to look at her. "You stay behind me," Rowan replied. She shook her head. "No." A beat passed. Tension stretched. "You don't get to control this," Arius said softly. That did something to him. His jaw tightened. But his eyes darkened. "Everything about this is mine to control," Rowan said quietly. "Especially you." The words should have angered her. They should have. But they didn't, because of the way he said it. Not like ownership. Like necessity. Like instinct. Gunfire cracked through the air. "Close. Too close." Rowan moved instantly. His arm wrapped around her waist, pulling her into him. Protective. Her back pressed against his chest. She felt it. The tension in him. The restraint. The violence he was holding back. "Don't move," Rowan said near her ear. His voice dropped. Lower than before. "If anything happens." "It won't," Aria cut in. "He's still." Just for a second. Then she turned in his hole. Now facing him. "Too close." Again. "Always too close." "You're not losing me," she said. Her voice was quiet, but certain. Rowan stared at her. Like he was memorizing something. Or fighting something. His hand tightened at her waist. Not letting go. "Don't say that like you get a choice," Rowan replied. Another shot rang out. Closer. Rowan pulled her down behind cover. His body shielded hers completely. Every movement calculated, every second sharp. But even in the chaos, his hand didn't leave her, didn't loosen, didn't hesitate. Ari grabbed his shirt, her fingers curling into the fabric. "Rowan," she said. He looked at her instantly. "Always?" "I'm here," she added. Something in him broke. Just a fraction. His forehead pressed briefly against hers. "Well, Glenn?" Too intimate for the moment. But he didn't pull away immediately. "Stay that way," Rowan whispered. Then he moved again. Fast. Lethal. Precise. The final fight didn't last long, because Rowan didn't let it. And when the last echo of gunfire faded, the silence that followed felt unreal. The morning settled slowly, like the world didn't quite know what had just happened. Arius stood near the edge of the clearing. "Still processing." "Alive?" Rowan approached her from behind. Quiet. Control. But something about him had changed. Subtly. Irreversibly. "You're hurt," Rowan said. His voice was low, focused. She shook her head. "I'm fine." "A boss?" "Then?" "Come here," Rowan said. Not a request. Arya turned slowly, walked toward him, and stopped just inches away, close enough to feel the warmth radiating off him, close enough to remember everything that almost happened. Rowan reached for her, his hands settling on her arms. Firm, chafing, but lingering, longer than necessary. His fingers tightened slightly. "You should have stayed behind me," Rowan said. Her lips curved faintly. "You should have let me fight." His grip shifted, sliding slightly higher, closer to her shoulders. "You think I'd let anything touch you?" Rowan asked. His voice dropped. "Darver. Possessive." Arya's breath slowed. "And if I wanted to be touched?" she asked softly. Silence. "Very dangerous." Rowan's hand still. Then they moved, one hand sliding to her waist, pulling her closer. Not enough to trap, just enough to make it clear. She wasn't leaving. His voice came out rough. "Careful," Rowan said. Her eyes lifted to his. "Or what?" she whispered. That was the wrong question. Or the right one. Because something in him snapped. Not violently, but deeply. His hand tightened at her waist, pulling her flush against him. This time, no space. Her breath hitched, but she didn't pull away. Didn't even try. "You don't get to ask it like you don't know the answer," Rowan said quietly. His face was closer now. Too close. Then, always here, right at the edge. Her voice softened. "Then say it." A long pause. Rowan's gaze dropped to her lips. Just for a second. Then back to her eyes. His control was thinner now. "Vrain." "I don't let anyone near you," Rowan said. Each word slow, measured. "But me." That landed. "Leave." Her fingers curled slightly against his chest. Not pushing, not resisting. Just there. Feeling him. "Rowan," she whispered. His name sounded different now. Not sharp. Not defensive. Something else. Something that made his grip tighten again. His thumb brushed lightly against her side. Barely there, but enough. Enough to send a quiet tension through her. "You're shaking," Rowan said. Her lips parted slightly. "So are you." That made him pause. Just for a second. Then, He exhaled slowly, like he was fighting himself. Then, always fighting. "This isn't over," Rowan said. She tilted her head slightly. "No," she replied softly. "It's not." Silence settled between them. But it wasn't empty. It was full of everything they hadn't done, everything they hadn't said, everything waiting to break. Rowan didn't let go of her. Not yet. Maybe not at all.